Ka-chow. That means we're on.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome into the Easy Like Sunday Dinner Fantasy Football Podcast. It's Sunday, March 1st, 2026. It's great to see March.
Is it? There's still snow on the ground.
Yes, but it's going to go away.
Is it?
This is your host, the commish, Mike Giuliano. As always, we have our producer, Chris.
Hello.
And unfortunately, our NFL draft analyzer, Justin Harris, is running a little bit late.
Talent's not here.
But he'll be joining us once he's done being a father. So, as always, we're going to start off with what we're having for Sunday dinner. And
What are we having for Sunday dinner?
from what I've been told, Josie has selected spaghetti and meatballs.
Spag and balls. I like it.
That is what Laurel told me yesterday. Justin might be able to confirm or deny that. Justin's in the chat, he said. In the what chat?
He's in the
He
who chat.
texted me.
In the who chat? In the
Discord
Discord chat?
Or the YouTube chat.
Justin.
Which chat?
Join voice channel.
Maybe,
Hello? Ah, there he is.
what's up?
Hang on, we got to get you into OBS so everybody can hear you. So just give me 1 second on that. I'm feeling a little silly today. Audio.
Chris is in his, having like voices day, I think.
Yeah, I just literally finished. I just finished my Celsius. And I had all my vitamins, and I think they're kicking in. And I had 2 protein muffins.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Homemade protein muffins? Was that what was on the counter?
Oh, yeah. Well, sort of. I used a box, and then
Okay.
I put some other things in it, and it was cool.
So it wasn't what Heather made. You made these.
Yeah, I made these. I mixed the
very good.
ingredients because, like, I'm good like that.
So proud.
Justin, you want to say something?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sweet
Wow,
Jesus,
yeah,
mother
yeah.
of God.
We hear you.
The whole world heard you, son.
Assuming the YouTube. We have no views, so I'm not sure if anybody in YouTube has heard you, but we've heard you.
Well, you just made them deaf.
Oh, are we live already?
We're
Yes,
live.
unfortunately, we're
Yeah.
streaming to the world.
Oh, wow. You guys start. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, we.
What are you munching
We kicked
on?
it off.
everyone's gonna hear me munching on my meat stick.
You got a meat stick.
Ah, meat stick. Nice.
What is that? Is that code for anything, or is it just a general meat stick?
No, it's the Archer Classic beef stick, 0 sugar, because you know they need to say that.
Yeah, 0 sugar is
100%
good.
breakfast.
It's
I
good.
wouldn't expect anything else in your house, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're
Alyssa's making her own goldfish.
Yeah,
So.
can you explain that process? How does one go about? Are
Yeah,
they
she
like the
started
same
that?
size as normal
Well, the dough.
goldfish?
So the dough that you make goldfish with is like you can make it into a sheet, and so she has a cutter that she just presses it down into like the sheet of dough, like 25 at a time.
And they puff up?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably whatever baking powder, baking soda that's in them. The chemical reaction
Yeah.
happens when baking, and they puff off like.
Ah, science. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, which I mean, a lot of pastries puff up in the oven itself.
Like a croissant, like there's layers and layers of butter
Uh-huh.
in there, so when the heat hits that butter and it releases steam, it helps the pastry puff.
This is the kind of podcast where we strive for.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could talk about anything. We can talk about cooking. We can talk about.
I know it's the off season. Let's go.
Yeah. But I before you got on, I told everybody that spaghetti and meatballs is the
Spag and balls.
Sunday dinner meal, which is that correct? Is that what your daughter has
Yeah.
selected?
Yeah, she was like, I want to have what we have at Mima's house at Graham's house. So that was, yeah, we always do pasta and meatballs and sausage, but she's like, no sausage, just meatballs.
You got to get the brajol. Ain't no brajol here?
They made brajol for me once.
You like brajol? It's good, right, huh?
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Are we having, is going to have some garlic bread yet?
It's got to be.
I was
Grandma
going to make
was-
some.
Oh,
Yeah,
you's
I was
making
gonna
the
make
garlic?
bread, but Graham, I don't know. Maybe
Graham,
not.
Graham's got some of that Texas toast. You know, Texas toast is the best.
Honestly, the Texas toast garlic bread is pretty damn good.
It's
so.
delicious. Thick cut.
You know
tons
how
of
many
butter.
chemicals and stuff is in that?
Hell yeah,
shit,
it's
probably?
delicious. It's still all the preservatives.
Melissa
Why are
would
you-
never allow it.
Why are you poking the bear? Why? Yeah, and Graham's probably using frozen meatballs too.
What are we
From
doing?
cows
What are we
that
doing here? It's gonna be delicious. Don't worry
Consume
about it.
nothing but glyphosate.
Yeah, I sprinkle that shit in my water. All right.
What about
It's
cake for
individual like
tonight?
that.
What about cake for tonight, Justin? Do you
Yeah,
know
what kind of cake we
it's
eating? What are the sweets?
An ice cream cake, half strawberry ice cream, half
Strawberry?
vanilla ice cream with like the fudge crunchies in the middle.
Fudge crunchies.
Okay.
That's what I had.
I'll
That's
take the
what I
vanilla
told Graham.
side.
I just so bastard put a
You don't want
sticker
strawberry
on
ice
my
cream?
cup. I don't like strawberry ice cream. Who are you talking
Yeah,
to?
he's talking to me.
Oh, you talking to you?
I
Yeah, he
don't
looks
eat- I
like
mean,
he
I don't
does
really
like
eat ice
strawberry.
cream
He doesn't
that
eat ice
often.
cream. We can't trust him.
Um,
Justin, between me and you, I think he's a lizard man.
I might be.
He's one of those aliens, Justin. I don't.
But yeah,
trust
that sounds like an awesome Sunday dinner. So looking forward to it.
him. He was doing this weird
That's
eye
gonna be
thing
good one.
before.
Oh, the closed sideways.
Yeah. He's
So
blinking.
before we jump into NFL Combine stuff, so this episode, like Justin mentioned, we're still in the off season. It's only March 1st, but the NFL Combine was this past week. So we're gonna try to recap some notes from that.
Yeah, how the boys
Talk
do.
about
Who's
how
in
it, affects fantasy football. I pulled up a Mel Kiper mock draft, so we could just kind of maybe
Guys,
talk about that a little
I
bit.
can't hear. Oh, sorry. That's on. Sorry. A video started playing on my end, and I could not hear a fucking word.
Yeah.
You're good.
Language. sir,
Listen.
language.
That's first of all, that's one demerit for playing videos during the pod. And
We don't want to know what kind of videos.
well, yeah. What are you doing over there with your meat sticks? Huh?
It was a video of Brendan Thompson running the 40. So
Was he fast?
relevant.
He's fast.
He was the fastest.
But before we jump into that stuff, I wanted to give us talk about an update on the punishment, the Ryan punishment for coming in last place. So I had emailed. I think last week I talked about how I emailed the Somerset Patriots. So a couple days later, this guy Matthew Godalewski.
I'll put Matthew on blast here.
Hopefully, I'm saying your name correctly. He goes. I'm going to read it word for word. He goes, "Hey, Mike, thanks for reaching out. As a fantasy football fanatic as well, I'd love to help you guys plan this event. Both of your asks are doable on our end. Depending on the day of the week, we could certainly have him throw out a first pitch, but on busier days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we may be unable to accommodate a first pitch. If we did a busier date, we would slip the loser and 1 to 2 other league members into an on-field promo.
Oh.
We do group welcomes on the scoreboard during the middle of the 5th inning, so that is when we can shout out the fantasy league on the scoreboard.
Wow.
I will let you know
Free press.
now that I do handle park operations, so I want to be transparent with you right off the bat. Do you think he meant to do the right off the bat thing? You know, Patriots right off the bat, baseball.
Oh, haha.
He didn't say anything after that.
Oh.
Pun intended. I personally love this idea. I have a video of my last place league member locked in a dog cage while the rest of the league covered him in condiments, food, and whatever else
Jesus
we
Christ,
could throw
what kind
at
of league
him.
is that?
So I am all for the punishment.
Yeah,
I think we should add it to the list. I mean, I
No.
personally would probably want to
I
rather
was-
do
I
that
was like-
than do a 9 for 9. I mean,
I think I still. Do you still have one of Piper's dog's cages?
yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah, we could
We
do
have a
that.
big enough one. Yeah, we could totally
Yo,
fit somebody in there.
That,
I think we should add
that
it to the
would
list.
be.
I'm choosing
Um,
siracha, the hottest sriracha I can
Yeah.
find, right in the eyes.
I wonder if there's like a time
Which one,
table
chili
to it, though.
crisp?
Like,
Yeah.
do you have to we have to dump the condiments and you have to stay in the cage for like half hour
In
hour,
a public
20 minutes?
park,
In a public, that would be
Yeah.
insane.
Okay, that would be.
the birds will come. It'll be great, and they can't get in. They'll just be all around them.
Yeah, we'd have to talk about
At
like
the beach with seagulls
shit.
and sand.
the beach would be interesting in the hot sun,
Oh yeah, right at the waterline, so the waves crash up on them. Be great.
like floating away
Yep.
in the middle of the ocean.
There's that Wemby guy.
Okay, so continued. But I know my boss pretty well, and if things start to get too crazy up in the suite, he has a short fuse on getting people removed from the ballpark sometimes.
The hell
Not
are we
saying
gonna
this will
do?
happen, but I just
This
want to
totally
be as
happened
open and
before.
transparent as possible because I want you all to come out and have a great time. Here's some things to keep in mind. Suite attendants in suites are trained to cut off service to an entire suite if the party is getting visibly intoxicated or belligerent. It is part of their job to do so, and although it doesn't happen often, they have taken measures like that before. Just might want to tell the loser to be on his best behavior when the attendant comes in. Element, laugh my ass off.
Wow, they've totally had some instances.
I love how he's just like talking like so freely though, and he's like saying,
Don't
it.
get too
laugh my ass off.
It's very refreshing. This is the best customer service ever.
Yeah, he's like, I also love fantasy football. This is awesome. He's like, you can pre-order beer to be loaded into the fridge before you arrive.
Yeah.
That might be the best way to go for you guys. Family friendly. Just don't scream out cuss words off the balcony so kids can hear. If people complain, we have to come up and address it, unfortunately. Please let me know if you have any questions. So I said, hey, Matt, this is awesome. I need to figure out the best day for everyone. It's hard enough to get us all together for our draft each year. How much is the cost of the suite? He said a suite is $975 and it comes with 30 total tickets. You probably only have 10 to 12 guys in the league, I'm guessing, so you can use those extra tickets however you see fit. Food and beverage would need to be ordered through our catering company when the time comes, but it is not required to place an order through them. You could always go down to the main concession stands and bring food and drink back up. So yeah, so that's where I haven't responded since then because I was texting the group and we're trying to figure out a date, and I think I got to talk to Ryan. Let's see if May 28th would work for him. My concern with that is that it's a Thursday, and I'm assuming he's working the next day. It's also Lainey and Brandon's anniversary.
Well, if he stops wasting his... Oh, God. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, everybody's invited, so they can spend their anniversary in...
Wemby just hit his head.
That'll be... Yeah, I think that'll be a tough sell to Lainey. Like, really? You want me to spend my anniversary with my husband watching my little brother get absolutely shit-faced on hot dogs and beer?
Yeah, the kids will love it.
I've told Lainey to suck it up before, so...
Yeah, I mean, Mike's
no problem doing it again.
Definitely. I think you have to be a little more creative this time, now. You kind of used that one.
You have to switch it up. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what day we... I mean, I agree with Chris. Like, he was, big on the wanting to throw out the first pitch, and I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that's a cool experience for him. I mean, we got to give him a W in this, I feel, a little bit, and then just get him drunk. I mean, that's a cool experience. He loves baseball, so...
Yeah, I think that's a good, like, compromise. Like, hey, before you embarrass yourself...
Yeah.
Or before you put yourself through eternal pain and suffering.
He's not making it. I guarantee he gets to 5 beers, 5 hot dogs. That's his max.
He's going to be like, I could just picture him like sitting in a chair with like a trash can next to him and just like slowly puking, sipping and like taking nibbles on hot dogs like after the 5th inning.
How do you think he's going to try to kill one first, or do you think he's going to try to simultaneously do it?
I feel like we got to get a beer and a glizzy in him before he throws out the first pitch.
He can't eat for at least 24 hours prior to this if he wants to win it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the strategy would be. Like, I don't know if it's strategy. Like, okay, let me
survive.
Like, is it low and slow, or is it like? Well, or is it like, okay, let me chug this beer, and then the rest of the first inning, let me just nibble on this hot dog?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you ask any competitive eater, the key to it is chew. Make sure that you're maximizing and being the most efficient with your stomach space as you possibly can.
I am very surprised you say that, though, because it seems like they do not chew when I'm like watching like Kobayashi.
I know, right?
It's like so fast.
Well, Joey Chestnut does like that weird chipmunking thing. So like I don't know. Sometimes you see them like lurching forward, like when they're eating, like it looks so like aggressive. I'm like, what are they doing? Like they're chewing, they're trying not to regurgitate. They're doing a lot of things.
Yeah,
he's not making it. I'm changing my bet. 3. I say he gets the 3 dogs.
Do we have a pool going for this?
3 dogs.
3.
Yeah,
that would be embarrassing. Especially since he wanted this. He was like, I want you guys to pick the 999 for me. So if he can only do 3. Embarrassing.
Yeah, but I don't know which one. I don't know which part's gonna be harder, the beer or the dog. I don't know. Because like Ryan
Well-
doesn't drink much like that anymore, but like 9 hot dogs is still 9 hot dogs. That's insane.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
And like, we're just getting regular size, right? If we get a big one, does that count as 2?
Yeah, I would just do regular. I don't want to. We don't want to kill him.
Oof.
Just get the Costco footlongs.
Hell yeah. Load it up. Relish and onions.
The Costco is right across the street.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, we'll see what happens next. Next pod. Hopefully, we'll have an update on when we're official in scheduling this. But yeah, so let's jump into the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
So Justin is our official NFL Draft analyzer.
Do not make it sound bigger than it actually is. For the love of
Well,
God.
I think out of the 3 of us here, I didn't watch any of it. So,
And I didn't either. I'm just
So,
using
I just
recaps
know
online.
that they did the
Okay.
running, and I saw some jumping.
Pretty sure it's done now.
Yeah, I saw some benches. That was great.
Yeah, I think some
boys
stuff might
look
be happening
fit.
right today. Something with the offensive line stuff might be
I can put
happening
it
right now.
on. We got the Apple
Um,
TV.
But Justin, do you have anything off the bat that you want to highlight, or do you want me to jump into some highlights?
I mean, the tight ends are fucking insane, as they have been for the last God knows how many years. But it just seems like the bar keeps on getting raised. Eli Stowers with a 45.5-inch vertical. Are you fucking kidding me? That's insane. That's just absolutely.
Boy, he can jump,
ridiculous.
but can he catch?
And then Kenyon Sadiq running a 4.39, which is just blazing.
Oh, the pillow fight championship is on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's a guy, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jack Endries. He's a blocking tight end by all like accounts. He ran a 4.62. That's blocking tight ends don't run 4.62s. They're not supposed to, at least. But that's pretty much all I had.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, sounds like a good tight end class is going to be coming out. Which may
I think in
affect
skill,
which may affect my keeper decisions.
in production, they're not that impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But in just pure athleticism, they are.
Well, Sadiq is supposed to be going pretty high.
Oh my god.
What is he laughing about?
We're watching the pillow
Put on
fight
Pillow
world
Fight
championship.
on ESPN News. This one guy looks like the Joker. He has
Whoa,
Joker mask and hair. And
They have sponsors. This guy's sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
what the people waving in the
No
crowd
way.
are like, "We're here! Like this is amazing. This is crazy." They're literally just swinging pillows at each other.
I know. What's in the pillows? Like bean bags?
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're
well,
blocking.
that's
They're
true.
good at blocking. Why are there so many people there?
There's a good amount of people there.
Oh, that guy! Pop, pop.
It's like, where? There's people
Uh-oh.
standing up in the like. I wonder how much these tickets were.
$6.
Okay, so back to the combine. So what I'm seeing, fastest player. So Brennan Thompson, wide receiver from Mississippi State, ran the fastest 40-yard dash of the combine at 4.26. I don't know if he's, how his catching skills are, if he's projected to be a first rounder or not, but that sounds
He's
pretty
not.
fast. Lorenzo Styles, a safety, was right behind him at 4.27. Eli Stowers, is that you mentioned him? Posted a 45.5 vertical and a 11.3 broad jump. Combined
Yeah,
record-
the dude
they're
jumped
both
out of the gym. It
records.
was insane.
That's crazy. Quarterback standouts. Taylon Green from Arkansas dominated athletic testing. Record
They knew he
jumps,
was going
excellent
to.
size. He's being called one of the most athletic QB prospects ever, which is kind of crazy. But I haven't really heard about him before. So
No,
um,
he's really good. Like he's really gifted. He's really athletic. If you don't ask him to throw the ball, like
mhm,
he's another one of those like prototypes. It's like he can throw the ball like 100 yards, but
mhm.
like his main thing is with his legs, and people even want him to use his legs a little bit more. It's just because he's a little bit stridey, um, as far as I know. But
Mm.
the dude takes like the dude takes like 3 steps, and he's 10 yards down the field. Like it looks so effortless for him the way that he runs. You saw it in the Senior Bowl. Like he took off one time, and it was just like a gazelle, like just going across the field. Like it was not
Yeah,
human.
I'll be excited to see when a linebacker's coming across the middle and just lays him out.
He's not going to be a quarterback in the league, man. I'm telling you. He's
Yeah,
Oh,
he's six
make him
foot
a wide
six.
receiver. Oh,
He's 6'6",
227.
227 pounds,
Mm.
34 and 3/4 inch arms, and almost a 10 inch hand. He's 9 and 7/8 inch
dude, you should
hand.
go
So
play basketball. Jesus.
So what's that? Is that
I
their
know,
like
right?
what are those like wide receiver numbers? Or those like
Deep threat
I mean,
boys.
I don't know if we've ever seen anyone that big.
in the league?
Like name a tall receiver that's been that tall and that like and been
Plexico
very good.
Burris.
He was 6'5",
I have no idea.
Plaxico, but he was slender, man. He was like
Well, wasn't
from what I
Megatron?
remember.
Wasn't Megatron a big dude?
Yeah, I think so. I think he was like 6'4", 6'5". Let me just double check that. Yeah, six
Harold
five.
Harold Carmichael was 6'8".
Harold Carmichael, brilliant player.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I just like Googled
I
like
got
college wide
all that
receivers.
guy's cards.
Plaxico Barris was 6'5", Malcolm Floyd 6'5", Alan Lazard 6'5".
Alan Lazard.
Those are the noticeable ones. Brandon Marshall
Alan
6'5",
Lazard's
Calvin Johnson
6'5"?
6'5".
He
Yeah,
doesn't look it when he's on the
apparently.
field. He looks like a little
He does
dude.
not.
Vincent Jackson 6'5". Seems like 6'5" is like the tallest they go as far as like people that are end up being like good. You know, Mike Evans 6'5".
Oh yeah, Mike Evans is a big boy.
Haynes
Um,
King ran a 4.46. He's just Mr. Do It All. But
Yeah, we got no
yeah, no,
combine
Taylor Green's a
stuff
great.
on. I'm not gonna put the pillow fight.
I'm sure
back
somebody
on,
will
'cause that's all I'm gonna
draft
watch.
him in like the third day, and maybe they'll utilize him in like a wildcat or something like that. See,
I mean, that would take a really innovative coach, right?
yeah, Mike McDaniel.
Harbaugh.
Ty Simpson had a really good throwing session, and
about
analysts are
Mendoza?
labeling him the best thrower of the day,
Oh.
which is promising.
Oh,
I've
really?
heard, I've heard things that Jets are looking to maybe draft him with their second pick, not like their early pick, but like their later first round pick. Could potentially draft Ty Simpson.
He's a quarterback.
Correct.
What
Yeah.
don't they have
Out of
what's his
Bama.
face? Don't they have a Bama boy?
No, they have Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, where'd he
They
play?
got the Ohio State boy.
Ohio State. If they don't fix their offensive line, it's not going to matter who's behind center.
Yeah, their offense I want to feel like was a little improved this past year. Not a lot. But yeah, according to Mel Kiper's, I know these mock drafts are done so early on, but he actually does not have the Jets taking him at 16.
No, I think it'd be a waste of a pick for the Jets.
He actually has a note here, like, I had the Jets taking Alabama quarterback time system here in January, and he could still see it, but the Jets have 3 first-round picks in 2027 when the quarterback class should be much better.
Did you see that trade that they did in the middle of the week? It was Jermaine Johnson for Devondre Sweat.
Whoa!
I did not. Am I?
You didn't see that, dude? They traded
my-
Jermaine Johnson for Devondre Sweat, which is like a nose tackle. So they got rid of Quinnen Williams to go to the Cowboys, and then they traded they traded Jermaine Johnson for another nose tackle, and I'm like just straight up as far as I know. But
Wow,
yeah, that was
my
huge.
ChatGPT failed me this week. They did not give me that in my NFL News Ask. How
Oh.
dare they?
You gotta
Hey.
switch it up, man.
Yeah.
You gotta use all the AIs.
AI is failing me.
You gotta get on the Flickr AI.
Look at what?
Exactly. Nobody knows.
Running back highlights: Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame reinforced his status as top 10 draft prospect with a 4.36 40-yard dash, strong agility drills, and stand out on field work. I heard it's not
Does it
going to be a
mention
big
anything?
running back draft, like not a strong.
It's
one.
not. It's
What's he
Jeremiah
like?
Love.
Yeah,
And
what's
then
he
after
like
that-
in between the tackles? Like, what's he doing? Is he shifty? Nobody knows. I feel like that's
Sorry, I
the
was drinking and
question.
then coughing.
No, are we talking about Jeremiah Love?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
who
I'm
that
still
is.
talking about Jeremiah
Is
Love.
he a shifty
Yeah,
boy?
Jeremiah Love.
Can he bounce?
So
How's his
Jeremiah
bounce?
Love is.
He got
I
good
mean,
hips.
he does it all. Like he's a really good running back. I mean, he
got loose
what,
hip flexors.
he ran the 40. He ran a 4.36. He's fast.
I mean-
he has breakaway speed.
Yeah.
He has pretty good vision.
So he can
people
see.
likened
He can
him to-
see.
a little
His
bit
eyes
to-
work well. He's got good eyes.
People likened him to Zeke a little bit, I think,
I have heard
coming
that.
out of Ohio State. And, I mean, it's a good comp. I'm looking at NFL.com right now, and it looks like his NFL comp is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's good in pass. Like, he can catch the ball. He can do everything you ask him to do.
He's an
And
all-around
after
guy.
that, that's about it. I mean, you have my top like 4 guys, because it's all I really bothered to even look at, because I gave up after seeing that no one else was like going to be like a day 2 pick. I'd say Jeremiah Love. I really like Mike Washington Jr. out of Arkansas. He ran a 4.33, which was a lot faster than I thought he was going to run, but nonetheless, he's powerful, like Javonte Williams-esque kind of run through you style.
Anger.
Jadarian Price, sorry, also from Notre Dame, slower, 4.49, at least as far as that. I don't think on film it doesn't look like he runs that slow, but another good player. Just trying to pull up some stuff on him really quick. Also another like powerful runner. Oh yeah, look at that. NFL.com compares him to Javonte Williams. So there you go.
Javonte Williams has one good season, and everybody's been compared to him.
And then that was my third, and then probably Emmett Johnson out of Nebraska, Seth McGowan out of Kentucky, like both good players. Emmett Johnson was a bell cow at Nebraska. He's not very fast, but he lacks in speed. He makes up for in like contact balance and things of that sort. So he's pretty solid.
Heard, yeah, that sounds like a good recap of the running backs. I'm sure only fantasy-wise, only a couple of those guys will actually be relevant.
The guy from Navy ran a 4.44, and he is, boy howdy, he is as white as the backdrop on the website.
Oh yeah, Eli
Heidenreich.
Good old German boy. He's very nice.
Heidenreich.
He's good, yeah. He likes their football.
Chris, can you just do an accent this entire podcast?
It's not
please?
a problem. I can do one if you want me to. I can
There you
stick-
go.
It's gonna float in between lots of different ones. I can't control it.
Wide receiver
Let's look at the wide
performances,
receivers.
so Skylar Bell,
You got Brennan
UConn,
Thompson
Carnell
at
Tate,
a 4.26.
Ohio State were among top notable wide receiver performers. Though
Savion Thomas.
some top wide
Skylar Bell
receivers,
had a good one.
Jordan
I didn't see a lot
Tyson.
of the wide receivers.
I'm just looking at the 40-yard dash. I can look at other things. What you guys want to see? I got the bench. Who's the strongest? Deion Burks. 26 reps there.
But I think
boy.
Carnell Tate wound up ultimately being the first one off the board in the NFL draft. Wise,
I don't know after that 40. I don't know about
Kylan.
that.
Let's look at the 40 times, yeah.
There's been
People
talks of-
expected him to hit 4.4, and he just
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
He probably had a big
He's dropping.
breakfast.
He's dropping in drafts.
It's because it's pretty like, I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for. Some people think that Jordan Tyson's the more ready-made route runner. Other people think that Cardinal Tate is, and the speed might give. Did Tyson run? Because I don't see. Let me see. Control F. Tyson.
I don't even know what list y'all are looking at. I can't find any of these names.
I don't think Jordan Tyson ran. At least not the 40.
Where the hell Mendoza? He ain't on any of these lists. Did he do anything?
Some of these guys, like... Did he do anything? I don't think
so.
I guess he didn't perform.
He
He might be waiting for Pro Day.
The only part of I gotta do voices. The only part of the draft that I had seen was when Jackson Dart was dropping bombs to them receivers running down the field. I think I'm gonna stick with this one. I like this one. That's all the football I've been watching.
Anyway,
to answer your question, I don't know. I mean, according to what I'm looking at on the NFL app, they have participants and just like overall grades, and Mendoza got a 6.73 grade.
Yeah, 'cause he sucks.
Who? Carnell Tate or
no, Mendoza.
Mendoza
Because he was asking about Mendoza.
Yeah, I
sorry, I didn't hear
But
that
as far as
part.
wide receivers go, Carnell Tate did get the highest grade at 6.75, which gives him in the range of a year one starter. I wonder if
That's
anybody's
based
ever
off of what?
gotten. I don't know the grading. So the grading system was grades before 2014 were on a different grading system. Okay, that's good.
Terrell Jenkins.
But so a perfect prospect is graded 8. Perennial All-Pro would be rated between a 7.3 to 7.5. A Pro Bowl talent,
So
7.
he didn't even get
to
a perennial
7.1.
All-Pro.
Year one starters are rated 6.7 to 6.9, and then boomer bust potential 6.5 to 6.6.
They should recategorize that and make that the Ryan Leaf metric.
So let me turn you guys on to something really quick. There's this guy on
turn
X
us on, Justin.
called-
Yeah.
There's this guy on X. He's been doing this for years, and he came up with this metric called RAS, and his name is RAS.football. His tagline's Math Bomb, but he came up basically with this whole system on RAS stands for Relative Athletic Score, and it basically takes all the factors, all the measurables, and all the times and reps and everything for all the workouts, and it gives them a rating 1 through 10. So let me try to pull.
I just went to the site.
Is this 2020? Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, everything.
One being
Looks like
best and 10 being the worst.
There's a lot of
Like
10s.
RAS. He has an RAS calculator.
Rod
that you
Woodson
can
was a
just
10.
Punch it.
John
Yes,
Bosa
he
was a
was.
10 in 1987.
John Bosa,
Yeah, is that the dad, right?
87.
Vinny
So
Testaverde was a
he-
10.
Vinny.
All right, they may be a little skewed when factoring in the past,
Yeah.
but I promise it comes out a little bit more sensical when you plug in real time players. So like Malachi Fields, he's supposed to be like this really good Notre Dame wide receiver. Don't know what his draft grade is, but like so he plugged in all of his stuff. I'll send you guys the.
They got their pillows tangled.
I'll send you guys this.
Yeah,
in,
Chris is really into this
the chat.
That's
I-
crazy.
I
I,
can
don't
tell.
understand. They're like,
You picture later tonight, they're going to bed, and he's like, Heather, want to pillow
So
fight?
Malachi Fields
I fuck her up,
is
man. It's terrible.
6'4".
6'4", you say? Well, I'll be
Is
damned.
6'4", 218. Didn't do the bench, so that's like a non-score. He only ran a 4.61 in the 40. So all these have a points value. So 6'4" is 9.72, and
That's
then
at
weight
it.
is a 9.30, and then the 40-yard dash is a 4.16, and all these are out of 10. And so overall, like it gives it all a grade, and basically his overall grade is an 8.22, and it just does a really good job of laying out what his strengths are. Like he's not fast, he's not quick, but boy howdy is he tall and can he jump. Like
Boy, howdy, is he tall. Hot damn.
Does
I tell you,
I don't know,
I'm
I
not
thought it
that
was
boy
really
can
cool.
jump.
do you think like NFL like scouts use this website to like
Absolutely,
traction?
yes. I think that they use they not as like not as gospel, but they'll just be like, "Yeah, let's just kind of plug things in, kind of mess around." This guy has gotten. I follow a lot of this stuff on X, and like he's gotten like congratulations from all sorts of scouts, and whether they're media scouts or organizational scouts, because that's like how they separate the two. Like you have the people that work for like NFL Network, they're considered like media scouts, and then you have the people that actually work for the NFL teams. Um, and they kind of like separate themselves based off of that. But they like this system is like, oh yeah, no, this is like pretty damn good. So that's how I found it. Is that a lot of people were giving him props,
Wow.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he did all. It looks like he did all the wide receivers. Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State was like this big surprise, I think, for the combine. Uh, he actually, and I saw another report on him. So he's 6'3", 204, runs a 4.3, 440, and jumps out of the gym. Like he's 41.5 inch vertical, 11 and 1 inch broad. He turned down a 7-figure NIL deal to stay at North Dakota State last season. And so he might be one of those diamonds in the rough. His relative athletic score is a 9.98.
Well, my
that's high.
goodness.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah. So
Well, RAS, relative athletic score.
I
Check
wish
it out.
I wish they had a category for mocks. They should just put that in there. It's moxie. He got
it's a
mocks.
pretty like it's a I feel like it's a
think it's out
relatively
there.
simple thing. I think it's something that's like RAS is something that's very digestible for people who want to get into it and aren't necessarily into it quite yet. It's a very good beginner's tool and to
Whoa, this
getting
ref's
into the
getting
draft.
this
Like
ref's
what's
getting
good, what's
into it.
bad.
What was that about?
Have you, Justin? Have you ever read this guy's story? So this
Who's?
the guy who created the RAS.
It's like a Moneyball type
I might
thing.
have heard it before.
So he's just on his website. He's got like an about me section. He's like, I Kent Lee Platt. I'm assuming it's that Platte. Am a lifelong
Plop.
Detroit Lions fan who also has a passion for math and metrics in general. For the past
Moneyball.
half decade, I have been working to provide a metric that can easily and intuitively gauge a player's athletic abilities relative to the position they play and provide tools to contrast and compare based on known measurables. There's
What?
still a long way to
What's
go,
that?
but this site is my first attempt at providing a public view of what data I have gathered and quantified so far.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's literally just a passion project, and he's gotten a ton of love for it, at least in that niche community. He's got his Venmo and his PayPal in the website, so if anyone uses it and they feel so inclined, I mean, they can do that. But I'm not paying for it. Congrats, though, buddy.
Yeah, Ken.
I like your shit, but I ain't paying you. Fuck off.
Good
Sorry, I
luck
don't
to
use it
you.
that often.
give you a shout
I'm not
out.
making money
Oh,
off of
that
it.
guy-
We're giving you a shout out on the show, though. Kent
Yes.
Lee, check it out. RAS, relative athletic score. If you're interested in
Check it
checking
out.
out the
One for draft day.
yeah for the NFL
It's
draft.
good to have metrics. Gotta have
I
the
actually
metrics.
hold on. I actually
Is that a dog bark?
like some stuff.
Pudding doesn't bark.
Sometimes he barks. I can't control him.
Never heard that dog bark before.
Yeah, I think the Walmart guy's here delivering my football boxes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
wide receiver.
I mean, we're not going to go
it's
position by
it's a
position here.
Whoa,
but-
whoa.
it's going to be. I think wide receiver is always kind of a shit show. I mean, we look at
What is
like
happening
Matthew
here?
Golden, who was drafted in the first round, ended up doing shit.
These guys are gonna fight each other.
I mean, you get like Kadarius Toney back in the day, drafted first round, did shit. I mean, there's so many guys that end up doing nothing. But I think the top, first round between Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, Jordan Tyson, those are probably the only guys that are going first round. Maybe a Malachi Field.
I'm just copy and pasting a lot of stuff that I saved for like to talk about today. 13 tight ends ran under 4.70. One broke 4.4, and one tank blocking type ran a 4.62. Record shattered. Basically, everyone had Terrence Ferguson's combine from last year. Everyone.
Wow.
And Ferguson really didn't do much fantasy wise because I mean there was a very crowded tight end room on the Rams.
Right. Tight end's becoming one of those things where you kind of have to wait your turn because there's so many athletes at the position right now.
I agree.
It's like what we said last week.
We just got to kind of find the right situation where like a coach is going to be like, okay, I'm going to utilize you in this kind of package, and just got to capitalize on those plays.
Yeah. But let me see. Oh, did you guys? Okay, so a few players that I want to talk about.
Sorry, we
Arvell
got
Reese.
breaking news.
Breaking news.
Vikings moving on from Jones, Aaron Jones.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I just saw that one. And not just Jones, someone else got informed too. Javon Hargrave.
Yeah, Hargrave.
Poor guy. Javon Hargrave can be so good. He's just been plagued by injuries.
Yo, this guy needs a new suit jacket. Jesus.
So what are you going to say about you were talking about tight ends, Justin?
So I just have a list of players that I wanted to talk about, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it. Oh
It's
yeah, you
fine.
mentioned Arvell Reese, who's
Talk
like
about your players.
Yeah. Arvell Reese. So there's a lot of debate on where he's going to play in the NFL. He's a freak athlete. He was playing I think I can't remember if he was a Will or a Mike in Ohio State's defensive system, but he's considered like top 3 player. Yes, you are a Mike. So people are like, is he going to play off-ball linebacker or is he going to transition to an edge rusher? And so I found this little clip that I shared to the chat of him doing like an edge rusher drill, and boy turns the corner like about as good as you possibly can. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not facing anything; he's just against bags. But if you watch very closely the footwork that he utilizes, he's got fast, choppy feet. He looks the part, like he fits that role of like the more slender edge rusher. But he's still built. He still looks big, man. Like his weight might not say it, but holy cow, I think he could do both. Whatever you want to do with him, play him like a Micah Parsons kind of player, like plug and play, just have fun with him. He's just that freak of an athlete. Another one was Dylan Thieneman. He's considered like a late first round pick right now. He's a safety out of Oregon. Everyone throws the comp of like Cooper DeJean, and I think that's just kind of people thinking like Eric Weddle, like those kind of comps, and I'm like, I think that they're just kind of being a white safety and throwing that out there. He is so smooth. I also put that one in the chat if you guys want to take a look at that later. He the post just says this shit is cultural appropriation. But the guy is just like, you don't see a lot of people like flip their hips the way he does. And his biggest knock is that it's not that he doesn't have the ability. It's that he doesn't play the same way that he like does the drills. So that might be an instinctual issue. And that's why I think he gets pushed back into like the later part of the first round. But he's another player that's kind of rising up draft boards a little bit based on his performance at the combine and how much he impressed other people. So that's really all I had.
And now my question is, have you ever considered trying to work for a college team or an NFL team as a scout?
Yes. Not a lifestyle that I want to do.
Oh, yeah, you do. You want to travel
It's a
around
hobby.
the country?
Melissa's like, well, there goes my goldfish making.
I mean,
Got time for that
Justin
anymore.
could pick
I
the
wouldn't-
next Brett Favre.
I don't think you guys understand. You guys would never see me. I wouldn't, if I had, like, we could, like, the ability is always there to do that, right? Like, I could have, like, stuck with coaching on my D3 program and been, like, a hard emphasis on scouting and, done all those things and everything. But the thing is that when you do that, you live, breathe, and shit it. Like, it's not just like a 9 to 5. You're there like until 10 p.m. a lot of nights, like looking at players and coaching up schemes and things like that, and it's like double time and a half, and it's just like not worth the pay. You don't get paid until like you make it, and I wouldn't have a wife and kids right now if I was doing that. So
yeah, you don't want to give up those.
yeah, no. So I mean,
I hear
all
ya.
praise to those that get full committed to it. Um, I could not see myself being that committed to it. So
I hear you. It's good to have hobbies.
yeah, that's all
yeah,
it is.
this is our hobby.
Are these chicks gonna fight, or what's going on here? It's just dudes.
But yeah, so let's
Dude, it's huge.
let's jump into Mel Kiper's recent mock draft. So he's got Fernando Mendoza going to Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders.
First pick, of course.
Yeah.
The Raiders need a new quarterback. They need to move on from Geno Smith. He was horrible this past season,
Geno should probably retire.
and they need to change it up there. So, and they got a good young. They got Ashton Genty. They got Brock Bowers. They really need to shore up that O line though.
They got Jack Beck.
Yeah, they got that wide receiver. Yeah, so they got some talent there on the offensive
Whatever
side.
happened to that shifty ass dude that was on the Raiders that ran those crazy routes? Little white boy. What's his name?
Oh, you thinking
Renfro?
of- yes.
Yeah? What's
Hunter
he
Renfro?
doing?
He was on the Panthers, I want to say,
Ah,
most
jeez.
recently.
That's terrible.
Who? Hunter
Uh,
Renfro, you said?
Yeah, that boy that was like had them crazy knees.
Oh,
I feel like he was on the
yeah, I
Panthers
think
recently.
he was on the Panthers this past season, but I don't think it went according to plan. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna like try to come back next season too. We'll see. I'm looking at Todd McShay's thing, and because apparently people have been praising him ever since he stopped working for SportsCenter.
Todd McShay's got the
he's-
better mock draft.
People like it. I don't know if it's better or not. I can't really seem to find it because you have to pay for his website. I'm not doing that. So
Not doing
I'm
it.
just trying
Justin doesn't like to pay for
No,
things. I
F
think we're
that.
learning that.
I don't.
doing
I
it.
don't. I'm sorry.
We
You guys
like
all do
free
great job.
shit.
But like, what's
Free
the
shit,
what's?
please.
I mean, it's just why pay? Like you're just
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
like come on.
Oh, did you see that Carson Beck got booed?
Yeah, figures.
Oh, yes, I did
9
see that.
years senior.
So fucking funny.
That's because he played terribly in the championship game. He looked like butt.
Have you guys ever done like the mock draft simulators?
Can't say that I have.
Only for fantasy.
Well, okay. Yeah, the mock draft simulators for the NFL draft are pretty fun. If you guys ever want to tinker with that, but I think that everyone is pretty like firm on Mendoza being one overall. I think.
know.
Did you guys see him? Someone asked him a question about something, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I had one of the guys. I'm not going to say who, but they were like, can you just like get arrested so we can draft you?" And he was like, "No, I'm not going to do that."
I feel like Mendoza's like a Tim Tebow situation. I feel like skills translate well in college, but meh. I'm not
He
sold
throws
on
a
him.
lot better. He throws a lot better than Tebow did. Tim Tebow threw like I don't know how he made it as far as he did throwing the ball like he did,
Well,
and then
'cause
how he wasn't
I
able
don't
to like
think-
coach himself out of it.
Yeah, I don't think also with Tebow. I mean, the Jets definitely tried to coach him out of it. But I don't know if Tebow threw a lot of deep passes in his college days. A lot of
No,
it seemed to
not
be
really.
like improvisational, like, oh, jeez.
Yeah. Like
like
by the grace
back-
of God.
Yeah, like backyard football, like, just, I don't know, get open, man.
I actually have a brief Mendoza story, or not Mendoza, Tebow story. I was at lunch for work, and one of the attorneys that I was eating with, he said that he used to do work for the Jets, and
Nice.
so he was talking to what's the owner's name? Woody Johnson. Woody something, I don't know.
Yeah, Woody
but
Johnson.
anyway, so he was talking to him, and he was telling him the story about how they got Tebow, and they're like, "Oh yeah, just like we really want him. We really want him. Like he's gonna be our next guy." And then they brought him in, and they saw him throw the ball and like run an offense. And one of the coaches calls Woody up, and he's like, "Woody, we have a fucking problem. he he can't throw the fucking ball. He's so bad." And he's like, "Oh fuck. All right." So that was, for all intents and purposes, they had full intention on using him as a quarterback, and then they realized that would just be gross negligence to do that.
Yeah, there was that one game where in that playoff game, the Broncos, they dropped that dime down the field.
Oh yeah, it's Demarius Thomas, rest in peace.
Yeah. I think he owns a gym now. He got involved in some athletic. He's like opening gyms or something.
He's also a CBS analyst, isn't he?
I think for the college stuff. I don't really watch football on CBS. They bother me.
I think he's just a college analyst. He's not like NFL or anything like that.
No, only when Florida's playing, they bring him in. That guy got rocked.
So continuing on with the mock draft, let's see. You had Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State, going to the Jets. No fantasy implications there.
Really, Caleb Downs going second overall to the Jets. People are like kind of iffy about Caleb Downs going that early. Not because he's not good. He's fantastic. But because people can't justify paying a safety like money, like the money that coincides with that pick.
Yeah, I mean,
So
even
they're
his notes say this would be like the highest draft slot for a safety since Eric Turner went number 2 in 1991. So, but it would be a Jets thing to do. They would do that. I feel like, oh, we're the Jets. We're just going to draft a safety because that's going to help our team. Like they have so many needs. Like it would make more sense to
just draft dudes. Like I don't like who cares at that point. They probably have, well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's really that simple. Like who cares about like the money aspect? They probably have more money than God right now to play with. At least they should after freeing up all those players. But like they're in a position where they just need to draft best player overall, and if that's a safety at number 2 overall, who cares? Like lock him up for the next 5 years and play ball.
Yeah.
He's the best defensive player in the draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like a lot of defensive players to start off this draft. He's got David Bailey, outside linebacker, Texas Tech, going to Arizona. He's got Arvell Reese, linebacker, Ohio State, going to the Titans. Giants at 5 taking Spencer Fano, offensive tackle from Utah. Which, yeah, I mean, we definitely always need offensive line help. So I think I'd take that as a Giants.
The offensive linemen are pretty good this draft. There's actually he's got 2 Utah offensive tackles, both Utah offensive tackles in his top 20 players. So that's pretty crazy. But Spencer Fano, he's a technician. He's a big dude, don't get me wrong. But he's not known for like his strength, which I think is kind of like weird, but it's more so like his quickness. He's fundamentally sound when like run blocking, but it's definitely not as like powerful as like a Francis Mauigoa. I can't pronounce that, out of Miami, who's a bit more the mauler type, I think. There's actually, I saw some discussions on X about like how the mauler types at offensive line are kind of like a dying breed, which hard to disagree. They're a bit more rare than guys who do like position blocking, but you can argue that's overthinking it and everything. But there's definitely a place for positional blocking players and people that are like smarter than just bashing their head into a brick wall as hard as they can 65 times a game. But
that's what Cam Scadaboo does.
Yeah. Yeah, that boy.
Well, and even Kyle Long kind of chimed in on that conversation and was like, listen, I didn't redline every play because I didn't need to. like, and nor should you, because that'll just shorten your career. Like, you
Yeah,
need
he
to be
was gonna
smart.
get injured, and also I feel
Yeah.
like these guys are going at it. Jesus,
That one guy's just like, I feel like he's constantly smiling, Just, like laughing.
this is just
Yeah.
a
A
weird,
lot of edge
weird
rushers.
sport. Edge rushers are good. These guys could be
Yeah.
dangerous.
A lot of edge rushers in the first round. I mean,
Ruben
there
Bain
usually are,
Jr.,
but yeah, Ruben Bain's
Keldrick
a dog.
Falk, Zion Young.
Zion.
I do not like Keldrick Falk, and the fact that he's mocked to the Cowboys so frequently scares the shit out of me. Good run defender, bad pass rusher, not bad, just not great. And I saw his combine, and he doesn't look very fast. I don't know if he was tired or what, but he just kind of he looked a little lumbery to me. Like, just kind of like, I'm big and that's how I move and that's how I'm going to move, which isn't ideal. He's 6'6", 285, so I get it. But at the same time, you see a guy like David Bailey move at 6'3", 250, and he's like lightning quick and stays tight to his pursuits, and like is definitely much more of like a more disciplined, not discipline's not the right word, but like a more just more dynamic player.
They have Kansas City Chiefs taking Jeremiah Love at 9, potentially. That could.
That would piss me off. It's like, cool, let's give Pat Mahomes a running option now.
Well,
Not just
I mean,
seventh round.
if they don't get something in the offseason, I could definitely see that happening. Because they need to change up that backfield. Moving on from Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, so
they don't really have an offensive line, though, right? They kind of do.
Yeah, I think their offensive line.
I don't know. Sometimes the run game helps the passing game too, so maybe that would be, maybe that would inherently help the offensive line. Maybe get the defensive line on their heels a little bit, and they wouldn't come so hard at Pat Mahomes.
They got the Mel Kiper's got Carnell Tate going to the Browns, Mekhi Lemon going to the Saints.
Does he have Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson first?
He has Tate first going to the Browns at 6. And then he's got
wow.
Mekhi Lemon going second at 8 to the Saints. He doesn't have Tyson going until 14 to the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow. Okay.
If the Ravens got Tyson, that would allow Zay Flowers to live in the slot where he's best at.
Did you guys see? I don't know how. I don't know if you guys saw like the interview portions. Mekhi Lemon was getting interviewed, and he's like wiggling around, and he looks super uncomfortable. But he's like kind of giving the media the F me eyes. Like people were like super uncomfortable. People on X were like commenting like, if someone looked at me like this, I'd file a restraining order. Like it was very unsettling to see him like be so uncomfortable, like what appeared to be so uncomfortable or too comfortable. We don't know what's going on through his head, obviously, but it was funny nonetheless.
Maybe he was going through something.
Maybe. I mean, they're all going through something right now. It's a very stressful time for them. Any misstep can cost them millions of dollars. So.
Mel Kiper's got the Steelers taking Ty Simpson at 21. Maybe.
Which mock draft are you looking at for Mel Kiper?
It came out 5 days ago. It's just on the ESPN website. Steelers taking a quarterback makes sense. I mean, they have that what's it, the guy that they drafted last season?
Will Howard.
Yes, Will Howard.
I know football things sometimes. Well, Rodgers ain't coming back.
Well, I think they would bring Rodgers back, and
Let's
or
go,
offer another
Rodgers.
veteran option to just give them some time. But they have Kenyon Sadiq going to the Eagles potentially. And that could be
I mean, he was
interesting.
good.
Look at these goofballs.
He was good.
Whoa,
He
what
just, I don't.
is Omega Ball?
I don't know. I don't watch Oregon a whole lot, so I couldn't tell you if he was really good last year or
I
not.
love me
So,
some Ducks.
yeah,
Go
the back
Bo
end of
Nix.
first
Bo
round,
Nix, Bo Nix,
I
Bo Nix.
Denzel
I don't know.
Boston,
I
wide
like
receiver from
Jadarian
Washington.
Price.
The
That's the first time
Buckeyes.
I've seen him. I'm sorry. Say that again.
They have the Bills taking Denzel Boston, wide receiver from Washington.
What in the hell
Right.
is Omega
Is he
Ball?
even
He was
worth that?
good.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah, no, he played well. The only game I watched of his was against Rutgers, and he was pretty good. So, yeah, no, I don't think he'd be like the world on fire good. But he's definitely like I don't
Sounds
know.
like
He would
what the
probably
Bills
be the best player. Yeah, he would be the best player like in that wide receiver room, I think. So, but what you were gonna say, you
Better
were
than
saying
Keon
it sounds.
Coleman?
Keon Coleman's the man.
I probably. I mean, at least the way that they use him.
I feel like he just needs to learn to read better so he can understand a playbook.
Jesus.
But that's me. What do you know what Omega Ball is? So we've moved on from the World Championship of pillow fighting, and now ESPN 8 The Ocho has Omega Ball, and it's like it's mixed people of all races and sexes. They don't discriminate in Omega Ball.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
I don't know either.
That's
So
the
let's
cool
move
thing.
on.
It's okay.
Jadarian Price to the Texans. I didn't think that this is the first time I've seen him in the first round, to be honest. So I don't.
What position
I don't
is
know.
he?
That was the running back, one of the running backs I talked about earlier.
Why would the
The
Texans?
Javonte
the-
Williams guy.
I mean, they have
Don't,
Woody
oh, the
Marks.
angry guy. Urgh.
Yeah.
Don't the Texans have Mixon? Does that guy still play football? Didn't he?
they
blow
His
don't
future
know.
is uncertain.
Uh,
Nick Chubb's a free agent, but I mean they have Woody Marks. I mean I don't know. I wouldn't waste
Nick
first
Chubb.
round pick on like a running back. Like I'm sure they have other needs. I mean I'm not a
offensive line.
scout or whatever.
I mean,
but
that defense is really good, so they just need offensive weapons. Is Tank Dell should be coming back next year too, so I don't know if they need a wide receiver. So, and I don't know if they love the offensive linemen. So I guess we'll find out. Literally the next pick is an offensive tackle out of Clemson, Blake Miller. So
Yes.
I just don't know. You know, it's hard to get a
There's
pulse
a
on
bunch
these
of
teams that I don't
moms
follow.
playing.
yeah, I mean these mock drafts here. It's so early on. Mel Kiper will probably the next time we look at this, Mel Kiper will probably have something completely different out here with what's going on. Besides
Well,
the
to be
Fernando
fair.
Mendoza.
Hey, is Mel Kiper that weird looking dude with like the no
Yeah.
chin?
You know a fun fact
Yeah.
about Mel Kiper?
He got set on fire
He
once.
loves pumpkin pie
So
with
much.
whipped cream.
Yeah.
Like he eats it for breakfast.
That's probably why he doesn't have a chin.
Yep.
I think he eats it for
He
breakfast almost every
also-
day. Right?
I mean,
I'm
you
surprised
could do
that he's
that. This is
still
America.
employed. I'm surprised that he's still employed by ESPN since
Why there
he
was
was
a pumpkin
found to have
pie
been-
scandal?
No,
was he
he was found to be taking money from people's agents to like bump players up his board.
Ah,
Specifically.
well, I mean, you
Mel
know.
Kiper.
Allegedly.
Are there any rules with that? Like, you know, he's just an
Sounds
analyst.
illegal.
Like, I mean, I guess. Does it, though? I don't know. He's just trying to make a little extra money for his pumpkin pie addiction. The guy's got problems.
Right, but that's literally bribery.
Yeah, maybe.
Says Jadarian Price, if he went in the first round, would be basically the two running backs from Notre Dame would be the first round one running backs to come from the same school since 2008
Notre Dame.
when it was Darren McFadden and Felix Jones.
Derek McFadden.
Wow. And look how that worked out.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I mean, he wasn't like god
Whoa,
awful.
Rangers the Devils.
I just remember that they had like a veteran combine one, like towards the end of his career. He ran a 4.7, and immediately after he went on Twitter, and it's like, well, that's the end of my career. See you later, guys. Like, damn, dude,
4.7,
you didn't even like time yourself unofficially. Like,
Yeah,
you just
no.
went there.
Didn't stretch, just showed up. Like, whatever.
It's funny looking
Like, to
at
be
the...
fair,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Like, to be fair, like if you did that with a lot of guys that are currently in the league, like that's the thing about the combine is that like all of these things are practiced. All like they're not actually indicative of how they play football. Like
Yeah.
if you were to even test like Kenneth Walker right now, like he'd probably run like a 4.6, like a 4.5,
You
something
got
like
thick
that.
legs. But
Yeah,
he's a
like they
patient
don't
runner.
train that. They don't train that like typically. It's not something that's
Well,
conducive
I,
to their
I feel
training.
like that's a good metric, though. Like, you get a rough idea of a guy could shoot a hole, you know?
Right, like
You get it.
their maximum
Yeah.
potential going 0 to
Yeah.
60.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but like still, it's I think for like a veteran combine, it may not have been like the best
No,
the
no,
best
because
thing to do.
you're not picking up vet guys because they are fast.
Yeah, but that
You're
was kind
talking.
of Felix Jones's thing. He was known for being fast, so
Well,
he's like, "Yep, 4.7 guys, I'm out."
yeah, we all lose the speed at some point.
It's funny how you're talking about like the running backs coming from the same school. So in Mel Kiper's like just top 10 in each position, like Love and Price, both from Notre Dame, are ranked 1 and 2. And then also in the top 10, you have Katron Allen from Penn State and Nicholas Singleton from Penn State, also in the top 10. Like, kind of surprising you have all these running backs coming from the same schools.
Wait,
I've never
I'm
seen
sorry.
that
Say that one
before.
more time. You who else? Oh, yeah. I think it's like
Katron Allen and Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton are both in his top 10 running back rankings, and they're both from Penn State.
We are.
yeah. He
So we know who Charlie's picks are going to be in
We are.
the middle rounds of the draft.
We
He'll take his
are.
Penn State boys.
Yeah, I represent. I hear there's talk. There's a petition. Petition. That's not
Petition.
petition. That's the
There
word.
we go.
Thank you, Michael.
No problem.
To bring Odell Beckham Jr. back to the Giants.
Finally,
It's happening. I
Oh,
think it's happening.
we need that.
I think the Giants have reached out. They got wind of it. Odell made a post on social. Boy's coming home.
Finally, Giants go to Super Bowl this year.
Hell yeah.
there's
You heard
a
it here, March 1st, 2026. Giants Super
You know,
Bowl.
Make
Mike-
your bets now. Make your bets now.
Like I'm looking at it, and it's funny because you see a lot of this going on right now. It's a lot of players on the opposite side of like the other player. Like so, I mentioned how like Utah had both their offensive tackles like in Mel Kiper's like top 20 players. There's a lot of that going on here actually out like at all positions. So I know David Bailey is a big one out of Texas Tech, outside linebacker. I know that his counterpart on the other side of the defensive line, Romello Height, is getting a lot of draft buzz. So he's probably going to go in like late first round, like maybe second round type deal. Sonny Styles and C.J. Allen are both linebackers for, right? C.J. Allen is. Wait,
He's an
C.J.
off.
Allen's Georgia.
He's
That's my
he's
bad.
listed as an off-ball linebacker from Georgia.
Okay, yeah, my bad. But
Jacob Rodriguez
Miami,
is from Texas Tech.
Miami has two defensive ends. So same situation as Texas Tech. These two are just labeled as better via Mel Kiper. But Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor are both like first round picks in his eyes. Mesidor's been picking up steam. The only problem is that he has bad feet, and he's had surgeries on said feet. And he's also going to be 25 when
Ooh.
he plays NFL football.
It's not good.
But-
It's not great.
He's good, but he's a good player. That's
You got bad
like,
feet, though.
The Cowboys back in the Bill Parcells era drafted Terrence Newman when he was going to be 25 or 26 when he started that season. He went on to play 15 years in the NFL. He played till
Oh,
he was
yeah.
40.
You don't really know how guys are going to respond if you give them that opportunity.
Right.
So-
I mean, but yeah. So I just thought that was a fun like parallel.
Wemby, slam bam. You know what I think I'm going to do for the next podcast? I'm going to see if I could download the NBA Jam soundboard.
Oh, nice.
That'd be fun.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, I think we've touched on all the big names from the combine and look ahead at the NFL draft. But I think the biggest news from the NFL combine was that apparently Aaron Glenn fell asleep during it, the Jets head coach.
I mean, he's probably tired. He's got
It
a
didn't-
lot.
It didn't look like he was sleeping. It looked like he was looking at his phone.
He's concentrating.
I don't know. I've heard he's sleeping on the
I
job.
could have swore I saw his like hand moving, like
Yeah.
he was tapping on his phone.
He's tapping his phone. He's probably on Whatnot buying cards on Pro Card Prospect Stream.
No,
And
maybe
then he saw that
listen-
David Bailey was running, and then he
I don't
woke
know.
up.
I'm
Yeah.
watching a video.
Oh.
He looks asleep.
He probably tired. We're all
He
flying
definitely
around.
was. He was not looking at his phone at all. He even like you got to watch this video. He literally was like fell asleep. He's like this, and then he's like holding his head up with his hand, and then he like wakes up. He like looks.
Oh, that
looks
wake up.
around.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Yeah, maybe he's
see.
maybe he's diabetic. His
just
sugars
just
might have been
Google
low.
Aaron Glenn sleeping.
His
and it
sugars
comes
might
up.
have been low.
It definitely
Uh,
he definitely fell asleep.
It don't look great.
I would love to coach the Jets. That seems like so much fun.
I mean, I fall
I mean,
asleep
to
in
be
meetings.
fair,
I would fall asleep in meetings
don't-
all the time. So.
Yeah, you fall asleep
Yeah,
all
I
the
don't-
time. You put you on a
don't
couch,
think-
boom, you're out.
I don't think that a lot of teams look at the combine as like something that they really have to see in person. Like I don't know, like it's not.
Hey, wouldn't you
it's not that
watch?
serious.
Wouldn't you watch just college film? Like you've obviously you watch these boys in college, and the draft or the combine. I think it's just like a media thing. Whatever. So look, he could run. Oh, he could jump.
Yeah.
But it's like, how does he play football? How do you talk to his teammates? Like, like that movie with Kevin Costner. Was that Draft Day? I feel like it's like that.
Yeah.
Where you look at your organization and you say, all right, and you watch them play football. You look at their highlights, and like you were talking about before, like how does he move his hips? How does he respond to this? I don't really think. I think the draft or the combine used to be a big thing. I don't know, like 10 years ago, maybe. I don't know, but like
It's one of those things that like you can definitely accumulate more information.
oh, sure,
out of
you're
it
gonna
if
see
it
how.
presents itself, but for the most part, you see the same thing you were seeing on film, unless you're like
Exactly.
Dylan Thieneman, like I was talking about earlier. Like he was smooth as butter on his drills. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily see all that in his film, supposedly.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
there, it's like good, but like if you know David Bailey's a freak, what are you looking for? That he's even more of a freak? Like
Yeah, exactly.
you already saw that. And that's who he fell asleep during. I think that's
Yeah, it's
who
just like,
they
whatever.
cut to.
And like maybe they weren't even are interested in picking him. No, yeah, I don't know. If I was the Jets, I'd pick offensive lineman and I'd keep the quarterback I have. But I don't work for the Jets.
You don't, sir. If you did, you wouldn't be here.
No, I would have been at the combine.
Okay,
These
so
guys
that's
suck.
Mansour Delaney and I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Cowboys pick. Akeem Mesidor. I'm cool with that. That'd be cool.
The only thing you should be worried about the Cowboys is how much are they going to pay Henry Ruggs III.
Well, they just tagged George Pickens, so they have a little
Yeah.
bit of
Yeah, they had to
Something
do that.
like that, I
Exactly.
guess.
I'm telling you, Jerry's the type of guy who's going to pick him up and he's going to try to recreate that badassness from like the 90s.
he could have just gotten like it's so frustrating to see negotiations go by as like a Cowboys fan. Like it seems like everyone else can get these negotiations done. And when it comes to the Cowboys, it's always a song and
'Cause I
dance.
feel like you have to deal with Jerry. I feel like he's the problem.
Jerry.
I mean, he's been.
Well,
It's kind of like the Al Davis situation, where like Al was in there forever, and he's doing these things, and it's just not working. I mean, I don't want to talk
Yeah.
nicely of the Cowboys, but like, there's talent there, the ability's there. I feel like the pieces are there, except for one. He's currently in jail, but he's gonna be out in
mean,
August.
I don't know. I don't even know what the disconnect necessarily is with the negotiations specifically pertaining to George Pickens. If it's anything like they want to set the market because he had a really good season and he outperformed CD Lamb, who set the market in
Yeah.
his previous contract renewal, um, I like. Yeah, you have to take into consideration his like his not attitude, but just like how he's perceived around the league, how
Sure.
he's acted versus how he's perceived, and he's the Cowboys are willing to deal with some BS like being late to meetings and stuff. They're like, that's forgivable if you perform. Jerry straight up said that. Um, but like if we were to like trade him on the open market right now, we wouldn't get anything better than a third round pick probably. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of the buzz
Well, also I
that
think
we're
like
hearing.
even with Pickens, like is Pickens that good without CD Lamb? Because I mean, CD Lamb's going to draw attention from DBs and the defense. You know, I mean, you have the two top tier guys, but if you just have one top tier guy, like how good is Pickens then?
Right.
Pickens
It
was
remains to be
shit on
seen
the
because he
Steelers.
was the guy.
Yeah.
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 Then
he
again,
was
he didn't
shit.
have he didn't have a Dak Prescott to throw to him. You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
so.
Everybody
Which
loves
is
Dak
it?
Prescott.
Or is it both? Oh yeah, everybody loves him. They should. He's a great guy and a great football player. Anyone
He
who
does
says
give a
otherwise is
lot
wrong.
back. He gives a lot back to his community. Got a
Yep,
crazy story too.
dude.
He was a 4th-round pick.
I don't. He
Yeah,
was.
but didn't like
He
his
was
brother
fourth round pick.
die or something and like
Brother, yeah, his brother committed suicide. That was when he
yeah.
was in the league. Prior to that, I think in high school or in college, his mother passed away from cancer.
Yeah, just
Um,
crazy
he's
story.
just it's always people like that, not always, but like it's really sad when people like that just
Well,
like
it's
suffer a whole lot.
yeah, but also I think some of that hardship like drives people like that. You know, I
Mhm.
mean Brady's an example. Like pick last, totally out of shape, this and this, but that mindset of like, no, I'm gonna win you a Super Bowl, and then you just do it.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
wrote Tom Brady off when he got drafted.
Oh yeah,
And now he's bringing that
They're like,
mentality
I
to the
remember-
Raiders and is going to take them to Super Bowl.
he could. I mean, he could. I remember watching the game when he got subbed in for Bledsoe, and I was like, oh no, who's this?
They're like, he's fat, he's slow, he can kind of throw a ball.
Yeah.
Like, god damn, did you even like him? Like, what the fuck? He was one of the guys who got drafted, right? Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy story.
Okay, guys.
And then
I
you
think
got
it's-
guys like, okay, yeah, go ahead, wrap it up.
No,
Yeah.
no. Who guys like who?
Well, no, like, and I'm gonna go Cowboys again, but like Tony
That's
Romo
all
was an undrafted free agent. Um, like he, like you only ever heard good things about him. Like when you talk, like the Cowboys quarterback coach at the time was Sean Payton, and so like they literally interviewed Tony Romo, and they knew that they could get him on the cheap. And after the interview, like Jerry Jones and Sean Payton like looked at each other like, I think we just found our next quarterback. Like,
Yeah,
how
then
did
they-
we like what?
And then unfortunately, they figured out somewhere down the line that he cannot be a placeholder for field goals.
I forgot about that.
That was so sad. That was so sad.
I was waiting. I was waiting till you finished. I had that one. The second you mentioned
Thanks.
Romo's name, I was like, oh. Yeah, no. I
Thanks.
mean, Romo is fun to watch as a quarterback. You know, I think he played well. Like that whole era of quarterbacks were just fun to watch. Like when you had Eli, Romo, Brady, like everybody playing, it was
Mhm.
slinging it, crazy. Breeze, Favre was still playing.
Yeah, that was a
was-
special. That was a
Yeah.
special era of
Yeah, it was
quarterback.
fun. It was just gunslinging, deep routes, boom, boom, boom. Let's go. I'm always
Not
amazed
to
how
mention like Philip Rivers.
Oh yeah, Rivers too. And then Rivers came out last, the previous season. So yeah, I can still play. It's like yeah, you can.
No one's calling Tony out of the booth exactly.
No,
but,
well,
like,
Tony's back. He's so fucked up that he
yeah,
takes one. Oh.
yeah, he just self-medicates and drinks heavily.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's in a ton of pain. Oh, all those dudes
Yeah.
are, man. I think Brady's probably the best fit one. I mean, he didn't have too many injuries in his career, and it seemed like he took like way. I mean, I don't know, maybe better care of himself or better programs or whatever.
He tore his ACL that one year. I'm sure his knee bothers him still.
Yeah, I would rather have that, my knee bothering me, than my back had like 3 spinal fusions and like I know like
Oh,
far
yeah.
or like Peyton's neck, like can't look to the left.
Yeah, that's the stem cells didn't take, and it's just
Yeah,
like a
no.
whole.
The only one that's relatively healthy. Did Eli ever get hurt? No, Eli.
never really got
Yeah,
hurt.
gridiron king right there. That boy.
Didn't he have like Did he have a shoulder injury at one point? But not anything that he like.
Yeah,
I don't know. He missed some
He was
time
the
towards
Iron
the
Man.
end.
Yeah. Towards that was from slinging it all those years. That rotator cuff was a little tired, a little worn out.
Didn't they say like the reason why he lost his consecutive start streak was because he was hurt, or was that strictly because it was like they just thought it was time and they pulled the plug?
Yeah, that was that. They pulled the plug, and then they kind of like everybody was pissed because it was like one game, and then they brought him back the next game, and it was like pointless.
Yeah, it's stupid. That's the Giants
It was,
for you.
yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, I think we should start wrapping it up. Look ahead to next week. The NFL's got a NFL free agency starting soon. They got a deadline for March 3rd to designate franchise tags and transition tags. Teams can start negotiating with free agents March 9th to the 11th. New league year officially starts March 11th. And then we'll be getting ready for the NFL draft coming up in towards the end of April.
Oh, don't we have spring football too? Isn't that league starting up?
UFL, yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
They just came
Something to
out
look
with some
forward
rule
to.
changes.
Oh, nice. Aren't
Yeah,
they doing
they're
like a
moving-
5-pointer or something like that, or a 4-pointer? I thought.
Yeah, they're doing a 4-pointer. If I think was it.
For the
It's not like a
field goal?
conversion. It's like it's 60-yard field. Field goals beyond 60 yards or 60 yards or more are 4 points instead of 3. They're moving them back. They're moving the kickoff team back 5 yards to give the returners more room.
Okay.
Tush push was banned.
Nice. I hate that play.
and-
It's stupid play.
I don't think it's going to be
What?
banned in the NFL.
It
though.
should be. It's dumb.
I think I think that it creates innovation. Like they'll find new ways to kind of do it. Like
I don't know.
and
Go back to the
what
power eye.
I want to see. I want to see what their definition of a tush push is, because like if a guy can just be in shotgun and get momentum to push back, like is the tush push like once he makes contact with the offensive line and someone comes behind him and pushes him and advances him, or is it strictly like under center and just falling forward type stuff? Like it'll be interesting to see how like what
They
to
should ban
enforce
it.
there.
They should ban it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the aspect of it that I'm not like, if Ian is like the pushing, the other player's pushing the player forward. Like, I think a player should
That was
just
never-
only. I understand like the defense can have multiple people tackling that person, but like, I don't know.
Well,
It turns
when
into like
does-
rugby or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
then that's like a
To my
rugby
understanding,
scrum.
Yeah, but like to my understanding, like college football made that illegal to like advance a player by pushing them forward. I don't know if they like rescinded that rule or what, but like I remember back when Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart were playing, they were playing against it was USC
Reggie
versus Notre
Bush.
Dame, and Reggie Bush like got initially hit before the touchdown, but they pushed him, like his player pushed him forward, and everyone was like, "Whoa, you're not supposed to be able to do that," but they didn't call it, and so he got a touchdown and USC won the game. So like I thought that wasn't allowed to begin with, but it was just kind of like an unwritten rule. Like I just let it play out because it makes for fun games, which it does. But
Yeah. Apparently, in 2005, the rule was changed where they legalized the act of pushing ball carriers, which was previously penalized to maintain fairness in short-yardage situations. So in
that might have
2005
been like
is
following
when
that
they
game.
changed that. And then recently the tush push play, yeah. So we'll see if they decide to change it heading into the 2026 season or not.
Change it.
I mean, we've seen the UFL like contribute to that sort of thing. This is why the UFL is a great thing.
Oh,
Like,
didn't they start the kickoffs, like the change to the kickoffs? Didn't they start them there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think that's how the
And so-
NFL uses that league. It's like, hey, we want to try this, we want to try that. That's just like the R&D department.
It is, and that's a fantastic way to use it and a great way to consider it. Like, it's just, it's kind of like how the NBA runs at a negative margin for the WNBA in a way. I don't think the WNBA is like an experimental league by any means, but they do it for the sake of equality. And so, for the UFL, you could do the same exact thing for different purposes, but like, there's no reason why you can't mess with some tiny rule changes here and there at a lesser for guys that are trying to make their way in.
I feel the NBA there's the G leagues, I think, and then there's another league under that. I have a bunch of cards from they were selling hobby boxes. I forget what it's called. Oh, there it is. What is it? It's called the NBL. So they have a bunch of. There's the NBL, and then there's the G Leagues, I think, which the G Leagues, like, a lot of prospects go to, but the NBL is also filled with college players. But I have a bunch of their hobby boxes just because, like, they were, like, $20 at GameStop. I don't know any of the players.
Oh, the NBLs, they have a Melbourne team? Is
Yeah.
that Australia?
Yeah. It's like either...
Brisbane Bullets. They're called, one team's called the 36ers.
Yeah.
So the 76ers.
Some of their cards are cool.
the first I can't even like look this up on Google because it's just like, did you mean the Marine Biological Laboratory or did you misspell MLB.com? I'm like, oh shit. All right.
Yeah, there's some weird dudes in here.
But yeah, the UFL starts, their first game is Friday, March 27th at 8 o'clock. The Birmingham Stallions at Louisville Kings.
Nice.
So yeah, the UFL will be starting up
We got some football to watch
in a
again.
couple of weeks, March 27th. They got some games on March 28th, and then Sunday, March 29th. So yeah, so we got that coming up as well.
The Knicks are putting a little bit of a wallop on the Spurs here.
That's what the Knicks do.
Do
Well,
we know
I'm
the
not.
roster for UFL? I think we do.
No, the rosters you said?
Yeah. I'm trying to find I just want to see if there's like notable guys on the team.
I'm telling you, Wemby hit his head in the first period. Are they called periods or quarters in basketball? Quarters. First quarter. Oh,
I don't know. Maybe on the next episode you can highlight some UFL
that's a
rosters, some guys that
Yeah, we can.
watch
Yeah,
out
we can
for.
do that next time.
Always giving a ball to Wemby. That was a
But
nice shot.
cool. Well, that wraps it up for this episode. We'll catch everybody at
like
Sunday
their
dinner to enjoy some
uniforms.
spaghetti and meatballs and some ice cream cake, and
Some spag and balls.
everybody enjoy their Sunday.
Bag and balls.
Yeah, get a spag and balls. No problems, Zach. We calling it off now. We're done here.
Yeah.
Least appetizing.
Spag and balls.
We'll see you later, Justin.
All right.
Enjoy your
I'll see
Sunday,
you-
everyone.
You guys in a couple hours.
Bye.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Pro Card Prospects. Check us out on Whatnot, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30. Go get some cardboard.